Hare Krishna, I welcome all the devotees for today's Bhagavath Katha. It's in English. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Veda Swamitnamini. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Veda Swamitnamini. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Please tell loudly Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Loudly please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I pay my obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. I also express lot of gratitude and make many prayers to Srila Prabhupada for giving all of us a golden opportunity to go back to Godhead. All goes to Srila Prabhupada for his wonderful devotional services to Srimati Radharani Lord Gopinath. Please tell loudly. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 We are doing the Bhagavath Katha. Now first canto, chapter 7, verse today 13th and 14th. As instructed by Vyasadeva and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, also by Srila Prabhupada, we are doing right from the beginning of the first canto. Because generally people, they go into the 10th canto, where the pastimes of Krishna in Dwapara Yuga is given in detail. But that is the wrong procedure to directly go into the Dashama Skanda, 10th canto. We need to start from the beginning. That is the instruction given by the compiler Srila Vyasadeva. So we are following that. Today we are doing the 13th and 14th verse of 7th chapter in 1st canto. I shall repeat the verse slowly 3 times. You please repeat with me. Thereafter I shall do the narration. Idam Hriday. Please tell loudly. Idam Hriday Kaurava Sunjayanam Veereshva Ato Veera Gatim Gateshu Rukodara Vidha Gadavi Marsa Bhagno Dande Dhritarashtra Putre Bhartuhu Priyam Draunihi iti sma pashyan Krishna Sutanam Swapatam Siramsi Upharad Vipriyam Eva Tasya Juguspitam Karma Vigrahinti Idam Mride Kaurava Sunjayanam Veereshvato Veeragatim Gadeshu Rukodara Vida Gadavi Marsa Babno Dande Dhritarashtra Putre Bhartuhu Priyam Draunihi iti sma Pashyan Krishna Sutanam Swapatam Siramsi Upahara Viprayam Eva Tasya Jugupsvitam Karma Vigrahanti Idam Hriday Kaurava Sunjanayam Veereshva Ato Veera Gatim Gateshu Rukodara Vidha Gadabhik Marsha Bhagno Dhande Dhritarashtra Putre Bhartuhu Priyam Draunihi iti sma Pashyan Krishna Sutanam Swapatam Siramsi Upahar Vipriyam Eva Tasya Juguspitam Karma Vigrahanti Idam Hriday Kaurava Sunjayam Veereshato Veeragatim Gadeshu Rukodara Vidha Gadambarsa Bhagno Dande Dhritarashtra Putre Bhartuhu Priyam Drauni Itisma Pashyan Krishna Sutana Swapatam Shiramshi Uparat Viprayam Eva Tasya Jugupsita Karma Vigrahanti. The word to word meaning of this verse is Yada, when Vijay in the battlefield, Kaurava, the party of Dhritarashtra, Sunjayam of the party of the Pandavas, Veereshu of the warriors, Ato, thus Veeragatim, the destination deserved by the warriors, Gateshu, being obtained, Rukodara, Bhima, the second Pandava, Avida, beaten, Gadha, by the club, Abhimarsha, lamenting, Bhagna, broken, Gurudande, spinal cord, Dhritarashtraputre, the son of King Dhritarashtra, Bhartuhu, of the master, Priyam, pleasing, Draunihi, the son of Dronacharya, Iti, thus, Sma, shall be, Pashyan, seeing Krishna, Draupadi, Sutana, of the sons, Swapatam, while sleeping, Shiramshi, heads, Upaharat, delivered as a prize, Vipriyam, pleasing, Eva, like, Tasya, this, Jugupsitam, most heinous, Karma, act, Vigrahanti, disappearing. When the respective warriors of both the camps, that is Pandavas and Kauravas, namely were killed in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, and the dead warriors obtained their deserved destinations. And when the son of Dhritarashtra fell down lamenting, his spine broken, being beaten by the club of Bhimasena, the son of Dronacharya, Ashwatthama, beheaded the 5 sleeping sons of Draupadi and delivered them as a prize to his master, foolishly thinking that he would be pleased. Duryodhana, however, disapproved on the heinous act, and he was not pleased in the least. In the Kurukshetra war, there were 18 Akshauhini total, 11 on the Kaurava side and 7 on the Pandava side, and totaling to about 4 crore 60 lakhs people. Actual warriors were only about 1 lakh of them, not 4 crores 1 crore or something, but not 4 crores and 60 lakhs. The others are all people, supporting people, like when somebody's weapons were broken, they need to lift the other way because the warrior himself cannot take. When he bends to take the other weapon from the opposite, they will hit and kill him. So somebody will be there. So like that, 10 people will be there in chariot. Generally in the movies and TV they show only chariot, one Sarathi driver will be there and warrior will be there. That is wrong. There will be nearly 10 to 15 people, one person, medical person who has to be bandaging wherever injured and cleaning them. One will be water, one will be feeding the food, because there is no lunch break, brunch break, no breaks are there. So like that they will be fighting. So like this, and for weapons also, one will be giving the club, one will be giving the arrow, one will be killing the arrows, one will be giving the bow. Like so many people will be there. Like that, 4 crore 60 lakhs people died. Only we can count 11 people survived. 11 people, who means 5 Pandavas have survived: Krishna, Satyaki, Krupacharya, Krutavarma and Ashwatthama. These 3 are from Kaurava side, and Yutsu. Yutsu, he fought from the Pandava side, but he is the son of Dhritarashtra. Again, not of the Gandhari, he is son of one Vaishya wife. Dhritarashtra had 1,000 wives. 1,000 wives. He was a blind person, morally and physically, but still he had 1,000 wives. So one of them had a son called Yutsu. On the first day of war itself, when Yudhishthira offered to, on the either side, he said anybody who is on his side, if they will wishing to go to Kauravas, they can go. And on that side, if somebody is willing to come this side, they can come. At that time, excepting for Yutsu, none of them have changed their places. So like that, Yutsu was also survived. Only 11 people survived, and all of them were killed. On the Pandava side, many were good people, but their lifespan was only that much. Abhimanyu was only 16 years, like that. And even at the end of the war, on the last day of the war, Upapandavas, that is Draupadi's 5 sons, they were alive. After everything is complete, in the evening when Bhima has broken the thighs of Duryodhana, at that time Ashwatthama, he was the only person there. Upacharya and Kritavarma did not turn up over there. Only Ashwatthama came to see Duryodhana. At that time, there is no army at all. But still, he made Ashwatthama as chief of the army for no army. And Ashwatthama promised that he would kill all the Pandavas and come back. Hare Krishna, now the curtains will be open for darshan. You can sit and have darshan and continue in the class for some more time. So, this Ashwatthama, he made a promise to Duryodhana that he would kill the Pandavas in the night when they are sleeping. Because he thinks that after the end of the war, by injuring the Duryodhana, who can never revive his life, so they thought he will be taking rest because of tiredness. When he went to this thing, Krishna knows very well that Ashwatthama will come and do that heinous act. So he took away Pandavas in the name of some this thing, and he has taken away from there, and in their place Upapandavas came there to rest. They were sleeping, and in darkness he could not identify who were there. Ashwatthama came and taking his sword, he cut everybody's head. He killed everybody. Along with the 5 Upapandavas, even Drishtadumna, Draupadi's brother, was alive. Even he was killed. He was also killed. Similarly to Upapandavas. And he took all the 6 heads to Duryodhana and showed to him. When he showed to Duryodhana, he said, "Oh, wow, what is that you have done? You are not." Ashwatthama told him that he has killed all the Pandavas, including the chief of army, Drishtadumna. But seeing them, Duryodhana identified them. They are not Pandavas, they are Upapandavas. Like that, he became. Otherwise also, Ashwatthama became very happy. Even Duryodhana became happy that their next generation will not be there, because Abhimanyu is already killed. After Upapandavas being killed, there will not be any king from the Pandavas side. Because Dharmaraja was 98 years at that time. He was 95 years. Arjuna and Krishna were 89 years old. Though Krishna is always 16 years old and he has no age, but as a normal human being, as taking as incarnation in Dwapara Yuga as Krishna, he was 89 at the time of Kurukshetra war, and Bhima was 93. So now this is not the age for them to produce any progeny. Duryodhana was happy because no progeny will be existing, and after this they will be losing all their entire world. They become these emperors, but now they will be losing that one, like that he thought. So here Draupadi is also addressed as Krishna. Draupadi is also addressed as Krishna because she is as black as Krishna himself. That's the reason she is also known as Krishna. Draupadi's another name is Krishna. Transcendental topics of activities of Lord Sri Krishna in the Srimad Bhagavatam begin from the end of the battle of Kurukshetra. This Bhagavatam Katha, it has only started at the end of Kurukshetra. During the Kurukshetra, there was no Bhagavatam at all. At that time, Vyasa Bhagwan, Sri Vyasa Bhagwan has compiled the Mahabharata in 60 lakh verses. Out of 60 lakh verses, only 1 lakh verses are available on the earth. And remaining 59 lakhs, 15 lakhs in Devendra Loka, 15 lakhs in Gandharva Loka, 15 lakhs in Pitru Loka, and 14 lakhs in Sadhu Loka. And only 1 lakh is available there. That also we are doing in the evenings of Tuesdays and Wednesdays in Hindi. And on Thursdays we are doing Ramayana. So this Bhagavatam has come into existence only after the Kurukshetra war. Because after compiling the Mahabharata, this Srila Vyasadeva, he thought, what is that? This Mahabharata is considered as Panchama Veda. He himself has, there was only one Veda. he has divided it into 4 Vedas like Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Atharvaveda and Samaveda. After that he has written also this Mahabharata in 60 lakh verses, then 18 Puranas and Upuranas. After doing all these things, he said, I have done something wrong. Because in Mahabharata, though it is Panchama Veda, lot of discussions are made about Adharma also, which were followed by Duryodhana and other people. And in the ensuing time, it is Kali Yuga. Now Kali Yuga is going on, Iron Age. So Vyasadeva thought in Kali Yuga, all the people will be illiterates. Illiterate means we have many PhDs, IAS officer, IPS officer, highly qualified scientists, everybody are there. But their literacy is different. Illiterates in the spiritual knowledge, we are lacking, we are zero. We are zero. So that Vyasa Bhagwan thought if anybody reads this Mahabharata, they only accept the Adharma, because following Adharma, Duryodhana has enjoyed the kingdom happily for 14 years. Okay, afterwards in the war he was killed, but 14 years he has enjoyed all the things what he needed. So he thinks everybody who reads Mahabharata will only grasp the Adharma part and they'll be going in the Adharma way. So what should I do? He was thinking at that time. Narada Maharshi, the Devada's Rishi, he appeared over there and instructed Vyasa Bhagwan to compile Srimad Bhagavatam, and which tells glories of all the many of the incarnations. Vyasa Bhagwan in the first canto itself, in the earlier chapters, he said, Bhagavatam will tell about many incarnations, not only Dashavataras. There are thousands and thousands of avatars, incarnations of Krishna. Because this creation is some millions and trillions of years old. So Krishna had to incarnate many times to save the good people from the clutches of the bad people. For that reason, many incarnations have taken place. But here Vyasa Bhagwan in the Bhagavatam has described only about, apart from Dashavasaras, he told about Hayagira Avatara, Narnarayana Avatara, incarnation of Vyasadeva himself, and the birth of Narada Maharshi, like that. See, in Dwapara Yuga itself, there was 5 avatars of Krishna. 5 incarnations of Krishna in Dwapara Yuga itself. Just not Krishna, he was also Arjuna, he himself was Krishna, Vyasadeva is also Krishna, and son between Rukmini and Krishna, Pradyumna is also Krishna. Again, his grandson, son of Pradyumna is also Krishna himself. Like that, 5 incarnations are there in the Dwapara Yuga itself. So he has narrated Naranarayana Avatara. Arjuna is also Krishna. Nara and Narayana, they were there in Satyuga. This Badrinath temple in Badrinath is nothing about other than this Narnarayana only. They will be there. So like that, in this Madhbhavatam, he has Narada Maharshi has advised to glorify all the incarnations. Otherwise, at least as many as possible. So, and he left, disappeared, and when he started writing again, after some time he was still feeling that whether it is simple, he is doing it in a simple way or it's complicated. Because his main thing was people in Kali Yuga should understand. For the understanding of the people, he wanted to put it in a simple way. At that time, once again, Narada Maharshi appears and he tells him about his own birth. In the earlier birth, he was a son of a maid. Like our maids at home, they bring their children when they come to the work, if there are no caretakers. So like that, son of that maid's son, she used to take her to her place. Where she was working with the sages. There was no untouchability at that time. All these things were created by the English people when they invaded us in 500 years ago. Otherwise, no untouchability, nothing is there. See, Shabari was also doing service of the sages. There was no untouchability. She was washing their clothes and drying up. All these things are created only in the recent time, about 500 years ago. So, when she was taken there, that he was only 5 years old boy at that time. He did not work, he did not do any work. But seeing what sages are doing, he was attached, he became so much attached, he sat there and he heard about their whatever doing and what he saw what they are doing. And after the sages left for the eternal world, he continued their activities. He continued like that. He became the pure devotee of Krishna, and this birth in the previous, it was not in this present creation, in the previous creation. In the previous creation. Afterwards, when the entire, all the universes were annihilated by Krishna, even Narada Maharishi also, just like others, he was also annihilated. In that, name is not given in his earlier birth. What is the name? We do not know. He was only told as make son. This Narada himself tells. It's not somebody else is telling. Narada himself about his earlier birth to Vyasa Bhagwan. And Vyasa Bhagwan also knows what he was earlier, what he is in now. But for our purpose, to put it before us, Vyasa Bhagwan questions him and Narada Maharishi tells about his birth. And also he questions Narada Maharishi. How do you remember your previous birth? We don't remember, not in a single birth we don't remember. That is present creation. We have taken lakhs and lakhs of births, like animals, insects, worms, as trees, hills, mountains. They are also living beings, immovable living beings. So like that we were born. Out of God's sympathy, kindness, he thought, let me give this time a human life and shall see whether he will do according to, follow the right path and come back to me. Because he is our original parent. Our parents, present parents on the earth, when we go abroad, the parents will be anxious when my son will come back, when will my daughter will come back. Similarly, Krishna is our original parent for all of us. So he will be very happy when we go there. It's not that we be happy. Even we will also feel happy, and it's the eternal happiness. It will never erode. Whereas the happiness what we are enjoying here on the earth is temporary. Even the suffering is also temporary. Both are like a cyclic situation. One after other, sometime will be happy, sometimes will be suffering. Like that it happens. So, this is all recorded in a YouTube channel. You can see anytime later, whenever you have free time. There are more than 520 videos. So, whoever is having time, please stay back for the Bhagavath Katha. So, like that, Narada Maharishi, when he asked Narada Maharishi, he was the son of Chaturmukha Brahma in this present creation. In the present creation, son of the Chaturmukha himself. That is the grandson of Krishna. Son of Chaturmukha Brahma and grandson of Krishna. Like that. So, the transcendental topics of activities of Lord Sri Krishna in the Bhagavatam begin from the end of battle of Kurukshetra. So when Parikshit Maharaja was cursed by Shringi Muni's sage, Shringi Muni's son, what happened? Kings, they go for hunting. It's not for creating any himsa, for the purpose of protecting the sages and other others were living in the forest, to save them from the attack by the cruel wild animals and demons. They go for hunting. So like that, after doing day-long hunting, he will feel thirsty. He goes back to a hermitage nearby, where he finds a rishis sitting in meditation. When he goes, that meditation could not work. It was in a deep meditation. Sage did not see what has happened, like the king has come, who has come, he did not see. He was doing. This king got angry, Parikshit. Who is Parikshit? Parikshit is Abhimanyu's son, Pandava's grandson. So he got angry. There he found a dead snake in the hermitage. He took the dead snake and put it in the neck of the sage and went away. Immediately, that sage son who was playing with his friends and just 10 years old, he came. In the previous time, people used to go to Gurukulas where Vedas were taught right from the age of 2 years itself. 2 to 3 years they used to teach. This boy had full knowledge. Also, he was in devotion to the God. So he had a lot of penance power was there at that time itself. After coming to her age, seeing the dead snake in his father's son, he did not even think who has done this, why it has been done. He just simply cursed. Heinous activity. They will be dying within 7 days from today by the snake bite. Hearing that curse, his father sage, he opened his eyes and said, "Son, oh son, what is that you have done?" He told there was that snake that he was removed it. So immediately with his divine vision, Divya Drishti, Rishi saw that it was King Parikshit. Then he scolded his son. Son, you have done a very great mistake. You have cursed a great king who was following the Dharma path. Who was following the Dharma path on the righteous path. And Parikshit Maharaja ruled over the earth for 60 years. Whereas Pandavas after the Kurukshetra, Yudhishthira ruled only for 36 years. And this Parikshit ruled better than Yudhishthira. So he was a great king, and in Kali Yuga he should be protected. But you have cursed him, it cannot be taken back, I know. So immediately go to the kingdom, to his Antaspura palace and inform about the curse. So that King Parikshit, he will take appropriate steps, either to save himself or whatever action he is going to take, he will decide about it. Then Rishisingha going along with one of the other friends, he goes to the king, tells about the curse, and he comes back. Then king also, he will repent. Oh, what great mistake I have done. I should not have done. But out of thirst, even when we are very thirsty or hungry, even angry will come out like that. We will not be able to control it. And whatever is there before us, we try to damage it or get our food in whatever way. We try to damage all those things. Similarly, it has happened by the king. King feels very sorry for it, what he has done. He repents for it, and immediately he calls his son Janamejaya. He calls his son Janamejaya and crowns him as a king. And taking his guru's advice, he leaves to the forest to take the pens, and he makes one pillar, big tomb he will make. Tomb like one big pillar where he, along with his acharyas and other people, close people, he will sit there. When he sits there, at that time, this Sukamarshi, son of Vyasadeva, he was born from the mother's womb, but not like us. We are in mother's womb only for 9 months. After 9 months, mother will deliver the baby. Otherwise, the close relatives, they take her to the gynecologist for getting it cesarean. But whereas Sukamarshi was there for 16 years, 16 years, and when he was born, he was 16 years old. So during this 16 years period in the mother's womb, Vyasa Bhagwan has imparted all the knowledge of all the Vedas, Mahabharata, this Bhagavatam, everything to Sukamarshi. So as soon as Sukamarshi was born at the age of 16 years, he immediately was a grown-up. He just made pranams to he left, and without lion cloth, no covering to the personal private parts. Without that one, he will go away, because in everybody is seeing Paramatma, because Paramatma is there in every living being, not only human beings, in every living being Paramatma is there. So seeing everybody as equal to him, he never covers his body with anything, even his private parts, he will never cover. There will be many people on the way in the ponds and lakes to take the bath, like a woman will be there. But even they feel ashamed. The Sukamarshi is a self-realized person. He has realized his own self as well as the Paramatma in the mother's womb itself. So he will never feel anything wrong, he will just walk away like that, goes to the place where Sukamarshi is there. And there he narrates the entire Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaja in 7 days, day and night, without thirst, without hunger. whoever were there along with Parikshit Maharaja, they were fortunate to hear it, but even they also do not feel any thirsty or hunger. Like that, he will be narrating. You must have seen, I have taken water, but they did not have anything like that to take water. They never bothered about it. And also, since in those days, all the people were learned scholars in Sanskrit, Parikshit also knows Sanskrit. This Vyasama Bhagavan has narrated these 18,000 slokas of Srimad Bhagavatam right from Canto 1, first verse, till the end of the 12th Canto, last verse. Entire thing in Sanskrit only. And I am reading the Sanskrit, making you to read, also narrating the word-to-word meaning and explaining the purport. But whereas this was not done by Sugamashi to Parikshit Maharaja, just simply went on telling, and Parikshit Maharaja also understood it. And in the end, what happens? As per the curse, that Takshaka, the snake, he came in the form. Takshaka, he was many times, he tried to kill Pandavas, could not kill. He tried to kill their progeny, could not kill. And now finally, he Parikshit Maharaja. How he had come? No, a lot of security was there. Nobody can go in. Nobody can go in. And until unless Parikshit Maharaja tells. But at that time, one Vipra, a Brahmin, was coming on he was going on the way. When he was going on the way, this Takshaka, because already Kali Yuga has started, so you can see how corruption has started. I am telling you that corruption. So this Takshaka saw the Brahmin, he came there and he requested him to take him to the Parikshit Maharaja where he is there. Because Parikshit Maharaja allows all the Brahmins. He allows all the Brahmins. So he asked Vipra to go there so that he would accompany him. He said, no, you cannot do that one. Then he said, I will gift you, bribing. I'll gift you whatever you need. I'll give you villages, cows, lot of property, wealth, whatever you desire, I'll give you everything. But you need to take me there. So at that time he was carrying fruits. This Takshaka can change into any form. Just he became to a small insect and entered into the some fruit. Whatever fruits he was carrying, that fruit he entered. And this Brahmin, he took the fruit, all the fruits over there. And because he was a Brahmin, as per the instructions, he was allowed. When he went inside and he saw the Brahmin getting the fruits, so Parikshit Maharaja, what he did do is, he distributed to other people who were sitting there. And unfortunately, the fruit which Takshaka was there, it was the last fruit. When he just took into hand, Takshaka came out of the fruit and bit him. He left for the eternal world, but otherwise, since he was following Bhagavatam all the time, and he was a devotee of Krishna Paramatma, in the womb of Uttara itself, when Ashwatthama killed by using the Brahmastra, the child in the womb of the Uttara, at that time, Krishna saved him. And Krishna only made him, because he has saved him, Parikshit, name also given by Krishna himself. Like that, he was saved. And now because he is the devotee of God, right from the birth, before the birth, and now hearing Bhagavatam before the death, he has attained the moksha, salvation. Why salvation means? We need to go back to Godhead, our original home. Whatever home we are staying, that is not our original home. And what our parents are here, they are not the only parents. We have taken lakhs and lakhs of births. We have lakhs and lakhs of parents in different forms. Whatever form of birth we have taken, animals, insects, everything, in that similar parents were there. Now in a human life, human parents are there. Otherwise we had many parents, but our original parent is Krishna Paramatma. That we have forgotten when we are delivered by our mother. Because this Prakriti attracts us. And we are bonded by the Rajasa, Tamasa and Satvika Guna. They are binding us. We need to get out, we should develop detachment from these gunas. Unless we detach from these gunas, we cannot. For that reason, we have to renunciate. Again, renunciation is not taking saffron dress. That is not renunciation at all. There are many sannyasis, fake sannyasis, doing business in the taking to the saffron dress. So that is wrong. Sannyasa means you can have any thousands of desires, but result of it you leave to the God. Whether it is success or unsuccessful, leave to the God. God knows. We are His children. He knows what to give, when to give, whether to give it or not. By giving everything what we desire, we might become more worse. By not giving, we would be matured and do more of devotion, devoted to the God, so that He knows, like that He will be doing. So this Gita, the Gita is a Krishna Katha. The Gita is a Krishna Katha, or topics of Krishna, because it is spoken by Krishna himself on the Kurukshetra day, first day itself. Even before the Kurukshetra Vara started, commenced, Krishna will instruct the complete Gita comprising 700 verses to Arjuna. So here Arjuna also knows who is Krishna and what is Krishna. But immediately seeing the entire army on both the sides, he will be feeling sad, because if he starts aiming the bows on either side, all the people will die. So he feels sympathy for them, and for that reason he say, "Oh Krishna, if I am a great warrior, I know, and if I take out my arrows, nobody will live alive. They will all die. But what will happen to me? I will go to the hell, because it's a great sin, killing brothers, pitamaha, grandfather, and acharyas. Like that, I will be getting sin. So I will go to hell. So you only advise me. You are the proper advisor. You are the correct person to instruct me. You please tell me." So taking Arjuna as nimitta, Arjuna making him as a reason, he will start telling the entire Bhagavad Gita. Actual Arjuna Visada Yoga is the first chapter, but there it starts. Gita will start only from the third sloka of Bhagavad Gita. Third sloka of Bhagavad, second chapter, Sankhya Yoga. From there only it starts. Klaibhyam Asmakam Partha Naito Pupadyate Shudram. That one, from there it starts. This situation has also come to, this confusion state was also there in Hanuman mind, when he went in search of Sita. When he goes in search of Sita, the entire night he will search everywhere, including Vibhishana's palace, Ravana's palace, Indrajit, everywhere. He will not leave a single house, whether it is small or big. He goes everywhere, he could not see. When he goes to the Ashokavana, he could not find. Sitting on the tree, he will think, "Oh, what is that happening? If I go without the news of Sita, finding Sita, Rama will die. If Rama dies, his brother Lakshmana will die. Again Sugriva, all the Vanaras. If the entire news reaches Bharata, Shatrughna, his three, everybody, I will become the reason. So instead of going there, I will commit suicide. Committing suicide also is a sin. No, I will not do suicide, but I will stay back here. Again he thinks, if I stay back, how long I can stay? I can't stay here. So he'll say, "Oh, it's better to die," and all this. Suddenly, in a fraction of a second, his mind becomes very bright. At that time, Krishna was not there. Here, during the Kurukshetra war, along with Arjuna, Krishna is there. There Krishna was there. Then his mind tells, Hanuman's mind tells, no, it's wrong. I have come here for the work of Rama. He has sent me. So he will only give me the strength. Why should I do all those things? When he immediately strikes that one and thinks like that, he immediately, in the opposite tree, under the tree, a woman with a lot of demons surrounded by her, around her, she will be staying there. Then he will be seeing her. It was early, this is all during the night. Early morning, Ravana comes, asking her to marry him. She will never agree. At that time, she says, "Earlier I had given you one time Now 10 months is elapsed, only 2 months is left over. After these 2 months, you need to accept me within 2 months. Don't accept, just immediately next day after 2 months I'll come, cut it into pieces, cook it, and we all, myself as well as all demons will share your meal. Like that he tells. At that time, Sita Mata will be repenting, what is this happening? Because Ravana cannot touch Sita. She cannot force. He has touched, while kidnapping her, he lifted with his own not with the earth. That is wrong. She immediately took with his hand and put her in the Pushpagavamana. But otherwise, now he cannot force her to marry and to enjoy her. Because there is also, along with the boon from Brahma, there is also a curse from Brahma that if he forces anybody without their agreeing to become his wife, he will be killed. For that reason, he will never force Sita. He only threatens that he would cut into pieces and eat. Like that, he would enjoy. So, like that, Hanuman himself became conscious. Here in Kurukshetra war, Arjuna, when he insisted, oh, this is the right time, he thinks he imparts all the Bhagavad Gita instructions to Arjuna. Like that, this Gita is, what is Gita? Gita means song. Gita means song. He never gave any summary or purport or anything. He just, Arjuna also knows Sanskrit. Krishna also knows, and just he repeated the shlokas, all the verses, and he understood everything. He understood everything, and in the end, he surrendered to Krishna. Oh Krishna, whatever I agree with you. Whatever you say, I will follow. Like that. We switch on today we switch on the iPhones or even iPad or whatever, we hear to good songs. When we are happy, we listen to songs, happy which give us happiness. Sometimes when we are sad also, such sad songs also are there, we listen to them to make ourselves convenient. Similarly, those songs, when you hear for once or twice or 10 times, again you will never touch that one. Whereas Gita is not like that. Bhagavad Gita is directly spoken by Krishna Paramatma. We not once, every time when you read that one Bhagavad Gita, you will have lot of understanding from it. Every time you will feel new experience. Newspaper, I think we read for 10 minutes, put it aside. We will never touch. But Bhagavad Gita is not like that. We go on reading, continuously read. In the beginning you might read 1 or 2 verses, but afterwards you will be reading chapter wise, every chapter every day you read. That is what I am doing for the last 45 years. Every day I read 1 chapter. Now I made a practice to my granddaughters also. They also do 1 chapter every day. So we need to follow. By following that one, we can go in a righteous path, so we go back to our own home. Instead of saying in this leased place, we shall give away this leased place and we will go to our own house. That is what we need to do. So, Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted everyone to be informed of both Krishna Kathas by his order. For that, he advises to read Bhagavad Gita as well as Bhagavatam. Because in Bhagavad Gita it's only about Krishna's incarnation and his instructions are there. Whereas in Bhagavatam, all his glories of all his different avatars is mentioned. So, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted everyone to be informed of both Krishna Kathas by his order. Lord Krishna Chaitanya is Krishna himself in the garb of a devotee of Krishna. Because in Treta Yuga, Krishna Golokavindana, I am telling Krishna about Golokavindana and Radharani about Golokavindana. Radharani is incarnation of Lakshmi, from Lakshmi to Sita or Lakshmi to Rukmini, like that in every way, whenever Krishna took different incarnations. Similarly here, Rama, when Krishna has taken the incarnation of Rama in human form, Rama performed all his activities like how to respect elders, parents, acharyas, how to love his brothers, how to love his wife, how to the animals like Jatayu and Jamavanta, Vanaras, all those things. And also demons also. He never killed Vibhishana, he made him the king. He was also Rakshasa like Ravana, but he was a good demon. So Prahlada was also a good demon. We worship him here as Prahlada Maharaja. He is also demon, but he is a good. So like that, Rama, the only few people understood him and they called him as Uttama Purusha. Purushottama, they gave a name. But whereas again in Dwapara Yuga, same Gologovinda Krishna has incarnated Krishna himself, but and again Radharani as Lakshmi, she incarnated as Rukmini Devi. But again in Dwapara Yuga also, though Krishna told, I am the God, only few people believed him. He has also exhibited all his activities, like even butter sealing, believe the butter sealing, but even childish activities also is done. He has also killed many demons at the age of 5 to 10 years. Even Kamsa, when Kamsa was killed, he was only 10 years old. Like that, and he never took two weapons in Kurukshetra war. But all the 4 crore 60 lakhs were killed only because of Krishna. We see people like Arjuna, Pandavas and other warriors, they are using the weapons, but they were killed because Krishna was there. Krishna wanted them to be died, he killed them. That he himself tells in the end. He tells Arjuna, you have not killed anyone. Because I was there, I killed them. Like that. So, we need to understand all these things like Mahabharata, Ramayana, epics also, because we have to understand what is Dharma. Dharma is not as one. Dharma is a very simple word, but its meaning is very wide. We need to understand, for that one, Ramayana, Mahabharata and this Bhagavatam, everything we need to grasp. Then only we can follow the Dharma in righteous way, so that we get salvation. So Mahaprabhu, and again, since nobody understood Krishna thought in the Kali Yuga time, if I tell everyone that I am the God, nobody will believe me. Nobody will believe me. So he incarnated as a devotee, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is about 600 to 700 years ago. So, and he has given us the Hareksha Mahamantra with the instruction to chant 64 into 108 times. What you are having, the bead you are having is 108 beads. So you chant, how many rounds you are doing, Prabhu? 8 rounds. Yeah, good. Chaitanya Babu has instructed to 64 rounds. So like that, we need to follow this thing. You do immediately in the morning, in this Kali Yuga time, because we need to go to our workplaces, you have less time. Do at least 1 round in the home or in temple here, or whenever you have free time, at the workplace or in your college studies or wherever you are, you chant either loudly or in your mind. That will be helpful. And it is better you carry the chanting bead with you, seeing that even others will follow. It's indirect preaching what you are doing. Indirect way of preaching what you are doing. Here, I am sitting here and telling Bhagavath, directly I am trying to preach about the God. Whereas if you make others to follow, you also speak to your friends or relatives about the glories of the God. That is again preaching, spreading the preaching. We need to do in this time, because I don't want to name any other religion people. They are doing like that, they are forcing conversions and all things happening. That should not happen. Our Sanatana Dharma is the only Dharma which is coming from the beginning for the entire world, not for just Bharat country. The Sanatana Dharma is meant for the entire world. Whatever this Christianity has come only when Jesus Christ, about 2024 years back. And see how we are following. For the earlier this thing, what do we say? 300 years BC, before Christ, 1000 years BC, like that we have our own calendars. We don't follow that calendar, but we see like an indirect way we say, before Christ, before Christ. We follow their version of telling. Again, Mohammedans, they have come only about 16 years ago when Muhammad Prophet was there. So, earlier to all these things, only one Dharma was there, Sanatana Dharma for the entire living being. That is mentioned in Mahabharata, Bhagavatam, everywhere it is mentioned. Religion name is Sanatana Dharma, not Hindu. Hindu name is given only by the English people. 200-300 years ago, 500 years ago, they attacked us. Slowly by developing themselves here, they called us Hindus, and we accepted, oh, we are Hindus, because we forgot our original name. So, Sanatana Dharma is our name. Lord Chaitanya decided all who are born in India seriously understand such Krishna Kathas, and then after full realization preach the transcendental message to everyone in all parts of the world. It's not that I am telling. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is instructing to preach all over the world, to make everyone follow the Sanatana Dharma. And that will bring about the desired peace and prosperity to the stricken world. In this Kali Yuga, we are all attracted by most of them are attracted by Tamasika Guna. Tamasika Guna is nothing but will be lazy, as well as we need lot of wealth. How to acquire that wealth? By injuring or looting somebody, by killing somebody, we grab their wealth. That is the way of Tamasic Guna. Rajasic Guna again, we will have a lot of desires. For achieving those things, we will work hard, right? From morning till sunrise till sunset, even after sunset nowadays, the second shift, third shift, in the entire night, the work, they try to earn for achieving their desired results. Like that, we are bonded to these things. Even Sattvic Guna. Sattvic Guna is to some extent intellectual people are there, they are good, they try to, we are all intellectual people. That's the reason you are all coming to the temple. I am also in the temple. That means we are having Sattvic Guna to some extent. But this should dominate over the other things. Every individual have all the three gunas. It's not that only one guna. So one will be dominating, other will be on the lower side. So if whatever is dominating, that type of behavior we'll have. If you are following Sattvic Guna, that is dominating. If you are following Rajasic Guna, that will dominate. Other thing will be on lower side. Like that it happens. We need to follow Sattvika, even that should be Suddha Sattvika. We have to make lot of efforts so that we get salvation. You can have any number of desires. I don't say you should not have this thing. You need to renunciate. What? Not the dress. Giving up this dress and saffron. You need to renunciate your results of the desires. Desires also you can possess. Desires also you can possess. You try to do all these things, but tell to the God. Whether it is in the name of Rama, Tirupati Balaji, or here Krishna, just say, oh Swami, I am doing my karma, I am doing my action, duty, in the service, in the service of your lotus feet. I am not doing for my purpose, as a service to you I am doing. Please grant me strength to do this service. I leave the results to you. Whether it is successful or unsuccessful, I am happy. You be happy whether you are successful or unsuccessful. Because sometimes we are unsuccessful, we think, I am doing everything good. Why God is not blessing me? Maybe He has done for our good. Maybe He has done for our good. Earlier so many times I told, I shall tell that in a small way, that story. One priest, in one city what happened? In opposite temple is there, on this side pub is there. Two people, one is priest, other one is a drunkard. Both will be coming. When that priest tries to enter the temple, thorn or nail, it pokes into the feet and it starts bleeding. Then he thinks, oh God, I am doing all good service. Why you are giving me this punishment? But he says that and he goes, he will be repenting for that. And here this drunkard, when he comes, he finds a gold bar fallen there, and he says, oh, how fortunate I am. Going inside, using that one, he has all drinks, everything, and he enjoys. He comes back. He loses his mind. Coming outside the pot, what happens? Some vehicle comes, hits him. Immediately he dies. He got a gold biscuit, but he enjoyed only for few minutes or hours. After coming, his life is lost. Whereas the priest, then he thinks, oh God, you saved me. You saved me by causing simple injury, which can be cured. If it had happened like that one, might be I would have lost my life. Like that he thinks. So whether we are successful or unsuccessful, you remember this story. Like that, we need to follow righteous path, give the results to Krishna. You have any number of those. You can acquire a lot of wealth, everything, but leave it to the Krishna. He will only provide. So we shall relax here with this Bhagavatam for today. Again, we will be joining on Tuesday morning Tuesday to Friday morning, this time Bhagavath Katha, Tuesday, Wednesday evening Mahabharata in Hindi, Ramayana Thursdays evening Hindi. So this Bhagavatam will be in English. Before dispersing for today, we shall chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 10 times loudly, then we shall disperse. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Loudly please. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna. Please chant this Mahamantra as many times as possible, if not 64 rounds into 108, because we have very little time now. That was given instruction 600 years ago. But now again we have become too busy. That is also required for living, because today everything is costly. We need to earn, otherwise we can't do. And here also, I don't want to go against any instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Prabhupada or the ISKCON temples, the instructions. You use chanting beads and chant. But otherwise, my personal experience I am telling you. Now itself I asked you to chant 10 times. What I was doing while telling Hare Krishna Mantra, I was counting on my fingers. So similarly, when you chant on the beats, you will see how time, oh, it is 10 times, it is 20 times. Your concentration will be counting, not on the mantra. So my Acharya, I follow Ramanujadasa Sampradaya. My Acharya is Chinnajiva Swami. His instruction clearly says don't use Japamalas, because your concentration will be on beats, counting. And like that, I have seen in Vrindavan and other places, early morning 3:30, 4 o'clock, they chant. While chanting, what they do is they take nap also. So like that happens. Of course, as per the instruction, you follow, I don't mind. But my personal experience, I never use chanting beats. That is all. And we shall meet on next Tuesday with Bhagavath Katha in the mornings till Friday, and Mahabharata and Ramayana from Tuesday to Thursday. Hare Krishna. Jai Sri Radha Gopinath ki, Jai Sri Jagannath Subramanya ki, Jai Sri Narsingh Bhagwan ki, Jai Sri Prahlad Maharaj ki, Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Jai Sri Panchatattva ki, Jai Sri Madhvan Granth ki, Jai Sri Hare Krishna Mantra ki, Jai Sri Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. This is recorded on YouTube channel. There are more than 520 videos. You can see anytime later. For channel name, it's @symbol @jkumar-341. It is dash, not underscore. If you have your mobile, you can put it on.